You're looking at what's working here in northern Minnesota. Ice fishing is well on its way with cold weather, single digits. What we have there from left to right, that's a Brobug spoon, sneeze color. We have Hot Tiger in the coffin spoon and glass buckshot in that perch pattern that's gold. Fantastic baits for the area I'm in. And here's a couple more. Here's hot electric perch, and then also we have Super Glow coffin spoons. Fishing in the area has been really good. Walleyes have the perch explosion, so you don't catch everyone you see. You'll see a lot of them and you catch some. That's just how it is. There's a lot of perch in the water, little micro perch, several year classes, and so you got to have these baits and you got to keep trying. Jumbo perch are biting really well, a little shallower this year, but they're showing up and they're getting ready to move off. They're feeding on crayfish still, and of course there's perch shallow, perch deep. And all the lakes, the key depths seem to be 14 to 17 for perch. And then for walleyes, the same in the evening. So concentrate on bluegills, crappies during the day. They're on the edge of the basin, and it's been really good. Not super deep, 24 feet, so they're right on that edge. And I've been using lighter rods. I got a St. Croix CI with a panfish. That's a tungsten tamer. And you'll see here I got the deep spoon. Those have been really good, and I'm using light line. One thing I do want everybody to know is now that ice is happening, a lot of lakes will have, 8 inches of ice. Some have 11 inches of ice, but there's a couple of open holes still on the lakes. Cass Lake has an open hole. Just don't go anywhere. And I'm saying this because I'm watching people not drill and just go on a sled or a small car, ATV. You have to drill. I've drilled everywhere I've been. So there's an open hole on Cass. Pike Bay has open water, and some of this stuff just sealed up, and it's covered with snow, so you can't see it. It's a trapdoor. Cutfoot Sioux has a smaller open hole. This is where heat is venting out, and that's northeast of Sealy Ridge. And you can't mark holes that are really big, but make sure you check as you go. And there's just a few lakes that have open holes. So check with a resort or drill and chisel your way. Don't drive with a machine and then chisel, then bring the machine up. Measure the ice. If you have a small side-by-side, maybe 9 inches, 8-9 inches is good. But if you have a crew cab side-by-side, make sure you have close to a foot, because there's a lot of weight there. And anytime ice gets a little thicker, once it hits 10 inches or so, it just adds so much more strength. And then not vehicle traffic yet, but if you do want to get out, go to a resort, pay their access fee. They are testing and drilling for you. But if you're really after it and you're going to drill and measure, there's a lot of ice out there now, 8 inches. And even on some of the spots that I've been out on, I'll take my snowmobile and I'll drill and then bring the sled up to it, or have a helper do it. And I'm still finding 5.5 inches of ice. And so drill before you drive any machine, unless you got a Willcraft. Then you'll be set there. But fish are biting really well, very consistent. The walleyes are really heavy this year because of all the bait fish they have. The perch have been great, and just a late start. But get out and hit the ice, and make sure to support your local bait shops and buy lots of baits, and get out there and fish. And we'll talk to you next week.